welcome back. Today we are going to talk about finding the surface area of a region and also, you know, a sphere, a area. So, what should we know about surface area? We know FA was equal to within the region R of equation something like this sort. So when we talk about surface area, let's see, should I explain it? So at this point, you know a great idea about solid region laying between a surface and a closed and bounded region of R in x1 plane. So now, when we have this region inside the space, besides finding the value, we also want to know the area of surface, or we call it surface area. So we remember from previous section, probably in calculus, this equation give a length of x-axis. And if we want to see the arc length in xy plane, what do we get? Well, we get AB, and then right? And we get area in a region will be something like this. So how could we get surface area? Well, surface area is basically like turning the area equation. So this is what we get. Okay, now let's use this question to gain a deeper understanding. Okay, so we get the question was 4 minus x squared. So what's our fx, which is taking this equation in terms of x? We get negative 2x. What's xy? Same. Is there a y? If there was no y, then it's considered as a constant, so no variable, 0. Now we need to find the boundary. So let's see. It's bounded by y equal negative x, y equal positive x, and x equal 2. Okay, a triangle. So the simplest way to get it is, right? Getting small rectangular, straight down. And since it's vertical, it's dy dx. So we know that x go from 0 to 2. And y, well, top y was x, and bottom y is negative x. Therefore, this is fx, and we know fy was 0, so it didn't matter. And the limit for x, which is for this integral, 0 to 2, limit for y, negative x to x. Cool? So this is actually one way to get it. Now it asks you to find the equivalent illiterate integral that have opposite order of integration. So now we are doing dx dy. So for dy dx, we know a straight line. Then dx dy will be horizontal line. And then we find something weird because as you learn in calculus AB, the top is this line minus this line, but the bottom is this line minus this line. So for top, y equal to x equal to y, no problem. So so let's find the y limit for the top one. It started from 0, go to this point. Y is on the outside, so it should be a constant. If you want to get a value, of course we want a value. So we know that here was x equal 2. So since y equal x, this point will just be 2, 2. Okay, so y will just be 0, 2, 2, no problem. And x, what will it be? Well, x is from this line, and then to this line, and this line was y equal x. So what's our integration for the top one? Well, we get y to 2, 0 to 2, and then still 1 plus fx squared, fy squared, so 4x squared. Question? Okay, if no question, let's continue. So we still have a bottom part we need. And for the bottom part, we know y start, like, will go up to 0, but at the bottom is -2. So now x. Well, x, again, the right is 2, and this time it's negative y, because y equal negative x, negative y equal x. So what do we get? Well, -2 to 0, and then negative y to 2 plus 4x squared dx dy. Okay, so what we get right here, this equation was equivalent to this equation. But this equation is so much easier, right? So what should we use? We should probably use this equation. And what do this teach us? Well, when we are solving illiterate integral, choosing dx dy or dy dx really matters. So now, no one, we should have this. Let's solve for this equation. So we are integrate over y. Is there a y here? No. Then treat it as a constant. Now we have y. We are plugging in, right? So x minus x, x plus x, 2x, right? Then this, like, just imagine if you plug in like, didn't this look familiar? Isn't that what we learned in calculus AB? How to get a like an area inside a region? Like we don't have this. Like we don't have the 1 plus fx squared and fy squared part. It's just what we learned in calculus AB. Believe it or not, you can try it out yourself. I tried several times. So now we are integrate over dx. So what should we do? Well, it's just normal calculus, right? So I will just start doing it. It's just algebra. I don't think it's that much hard. If you have an Inspire, you can just, go through it. Okay, the u I used was 1 plus 4x squared. Okay, done, my friend. Both equation, no matter which one do you use, will give you an answer of 1 over 6 bracket 17 3 over 2 to the power minus 1. And if you type it into Inspire, you could probably get a number approximately 11.52. Either case work. Thank you.